So you're bored in good old Springfield, Missouri. In addition to my Moving To series, let's talk about my top 5 favorite things to do in Springfield, Missouri. I've lived here my whole life, so I'm gonna include some restaurants, some family stuff, some nightlife, a little bit of everything, plus a bonus and some honorable mentions. Whether you're looking to move to the city or you're just simply bored and on Google, well, hopefully I'll answer your questions. Make me a deal. If you get any value or information out of today's video, hit that like and subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it. My name is Greyson Roberts, owner of Boss Properties and realtor in the greater Springfield, Missouri area. If you are looking to buy, sell, or invest with the absolute best, don't hesitate to reach out and I can answer any questions you might have on today's video, on the housing market, or real estate in general. And Boss Properties is partnering with my favorite online stock brokerage, Webull. If you would like 6 free stocks, click the link in the description below. Number 1 on my list is kind of a 2-in-1. It's the Wonders of Wildlife Aquarium and Museum at Bass Pro. First of all, Bass Pro in and of itself is a phenomenal way to spend the afternoon with your significant other, your family, or simply just by yourself. They've got anything from guns and ATVs to 4-wheelers to awesome, 3-story waterfall displays. They've got restaurants. Even if you're not interested in fishing or hunting or any of that stuff, it's just a sight to behold. I mean, you walk in Bass Pro and you're like, whoa, it's extraordinarily atmospheric and it's super fun. But Wonders of Wildlife, I haven't been to the Wildlife Museum, but I went to the aquarium, and when I say I've been to a lot of aquariums, this is the best one I've ever seen, I'm not exaggerating. The Wonders of Wildlife Museum is absolutely awesome. The aquarium is bar none. It's atmospheric. If Johnny Morrison touches it, the CEO of Bass Pro, you know it's going to be good. And it's literally attached to the back of Bass Pro with its own giant entrance. So if you have not been to Wonders of Wildlife, I highly, highly recommend you go. This is fun for all ages. Doesn't matter if you're 80 or 4. Everybody's going to be like, so this is that 2-in-1 I was talking about. Bass Pro is a super fun experience with food, shopping, and it's fun to look around. I mean, it's just so cool. There's a firearms museum, a NASCAR museum. There's all sorts of stuff you can do at Bass Pro. The Wonders of Wildlife, that's next level. My second favorite thing to do is Flame Steakhouse. Now, this is a high-end downtown dining experience. It has 3 stories. You walk in and it feels like, it's a 1960s gangster flick, right? You're walking in, you got the spiral staircases up to the balconies on there. Downtown, it's smoky. It's really high-end, expensive, phenomenal steakhouse. I absolutely love it. And then if you go downstairs under the giant crystal chandelier, you got spiral staircase downstairs into what's called the Red Room, a speakeasy style kind of bar and restaurant. It's all red. It literally looks like where Al Capone would spend an evening. It is a sight to behold. And because of all of the red neon and ambiance, it's hard to get a picture of it. I'll try to throw some up on the screen, but it's just something you gotta go check out for yourself. And you're bound to see a cool few cars in the valet parking lot. Number 3 is Dickerson Park Zoo. Now, there's nothing too much to be said here. It's just a full-blown awesome zoo, literally fun for all ages. But I haven't been there in about 10 years. I remember it being really big, really cool. There's places to eat. You've got a petting zoo, and you've got lions and all sorts of cool stuff. But this is basically your run-of-the-mill zoo, nothing too crazy, but some people don't even realize that Springfield has a full-blown zoo. So it is a great way to spend the afternoon for the whole family. Number 4 is Andy B's. Now this one is really fun, and depending on where you're from, you may have one of these, but let me explain Andy B's for you. It's a place where the kids can go and play arcade games. There's an underground laser tag arena. There's tons of bowling lanes, and they have really good food, and they serve alcohol. That's right, they serve beer. Your kids could be in the basement of Andy B's playing laser tag or in their virtual reality multiplayer system thing. There's all sorts of fun arcade games while you're, eating nachos and drinking beer and playing with the bowling. It's so much fun. And there's actually a separate room that you can rent out, and it's like a disco private kind of rave vibe, but it's really cool because it's of course more expensive, but it's more private. You get your own lanes. There's usually no one in the entire room, and it's just a great way to entertain a lot of people for cheap. Literally fun for all ages. If you just want to hang around and drink beer, you can do that. If you've got kids that want to run around and play the arcade games, you can do that. You want to play a competitive game of bowling or laser tag, you can do that. Number 5, my favorite thing to do in Springfield, Missouri, and there's going to be a bonus and honorable mentions here in a second, but number 5 on my list, which is my personal favorite pastime things to do here, is escape rooms. There's lots of escape rooms, and specifically the one I like to go to is 417 Escape Artist on Republic Road in Springfield, Missouri. So an escape room, if you don't know what it is basically like a real life breakout box, a real life puzzle. So my family always does it together. You can partner with other random people if you want, if you don't have enough people, but we've got a pretty big family, so we usually fill it up with about 7 people. We get dropped into a room, and sometimes you need to turn off the lights and find the black light. Sometimes you need to flip the room upside down and find keys. There's real life puzzles. There's all sorts of really fun stuff. For example, the last breakout box we did was we were all handcuffed to a wall behind the back. We had to figure out how to get out. There was a key strung up on the ceiling, and I had to do a series of events with my feet because I was the one closest to it, ring it down, and then there's just so much fun puzzles. And then you never know, when you turn that key, is it going to pop open a section of the wall that you didn't know even opened up, and you crawl through and there's a whole nother room. The real life escape rooms are so much fun, and they're really not that expensive. I cannot recommend these enough. If you've never been to an escape room, I highly recommend you try it. It is so fun stepping into these cool little worlds that they set up for you and set the scene and the story behind it and the music and the light. It's just so much fun. Bonus is Hammons Field, home of the minor leagues Springfield, or semi-pro, whatever you call it, Springfield Cardinals. Now, I'm not personally a huge fan of baseball, but it's hard to beat going to a fun stadium, sitting in a nice cool summer, or hot summer rather, eating a ballpark hot dog and a Coke. That's a lot of fun. It's cheap. It's good entertainment for the whole family. Of course, there's beer there if that's what you're into, but I absolutely love going to watch a Springfield Cardinals game. If you want to take it to the next step and you got the right connections, you could actually get a luxury box that comes with a fully stocked fridge, hamburgers, hot dogs, desserts, cookies, popcorn. The luxury box is air conditioned. It's above everything else. There's theater seating, and it's the next level experience. I absolutely love it. If you could get your hands on a luxury box at the Springfield Cardinals game, that's one of my favorite things to do, period. I absolutely love the luxury box at the Springfield Cardinals. It's weird though, they're mostly owned by corporations. You kind of got to have the right connections, and I don't even know if you can rent them out just for fun. People buy them per season, and honestly, I don't even know how I always get access to it. It's always something through my dad, but if you can figure it out, it's so much fun. But regardless, just enjoying the Springfield Cardinals is so much fun. I think I said that twice in the same sentence. Now I've got a couple honorable mentions. This is really the top 8 things to do in Springfield, but now the honorable mentions, the reason that they're not on the list is because I haven't actually tried them yet, and there's something that I really want to do, and they may be the funnest thing ever, and I simply haven't tried it yet, so that's why I'm going to include it in the list. The first one is axe throwing. There seems to be a few axe throwing places at least, and everybody that's ever been seems to have so much fun. Why wouldn't you want to drink some beer and throw an axe? It's a lot of fun looking. So that's something that I haven't tried. I don't know the name of a specific place, but axe throwing in Springfield seems like a really, really fun, cheap thing to do for everybody. Now, the final one on the honorable mention list, and just the list in general, is the Pythian Castle, which, I can't tell you much about it because I haven't went and toured it, but apparently it's some old World War II castle with tons of rich history, which in and of itself would be a lot of fun to explore and learn about, but it's supposed to be extremely haunted, and they have ghost tours. So this really, really historical Pythian Castle is haunted, and that just sounds like a fun way. It's like, I don't remember how much they are. I don't know the details. I don't know the story. I'm trying to not research it too much until I go on the tour. It looks really fun, but all I can tell you is it's an affordable way to, get spooked. It's not for everybody, a very, niche group of people. In fact, I don't even know who I'd take with me, but it sounds fun, so I thought I'd include it on the list. There you have it, folks. Hold you into the deal up. If you got any value or information out of today's video, hit that like and subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it. If you need to buy, sell, or invest any real estate in the greater Springfield, Missouri area, I'm your guy. I will see you in the next video.